What if I told you that $24 could have bought all of Manhattan? That sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happened. In 1626, for $24, the Dutch East India Company bought the entire island of Manhattan for just $24 worth of goods from the Native Americans. This sounds crazy, right? Everyone thinks it was the worst deal in the history. But was it? Today, I will show you why Albert Einstein himself called this principle the eighth wonder of the world. If you are wondering, is this principle so powerful? Then stay tuned to discover the concept of compounding. Let's start with its applicability on money. Now let's move back to the Manhattan story. Imagine if Native Americans had invested the $24 that they received from the Dutch at an annual return of 7%. Before that, let's try to understand how do we arrive at the number of years it takes to double your money at a specific interest rate. For that, we need to understand the concept of rule of 72. Rule of 72 states that when you divide 72 by the annual rate of return, then it will let you know the number of years it takes to double. So in this case, divide 72 by 7% annual return. 72 by 7 is around 10 years. So it takes 10 years to double the money in this specific case. Starting from $24 in 1626, it would double to $48 in 1636 and $96 in 1646, so on and so forth. Fast forward to 2024, it would go up to a mind-boggling number of $12 trillion. That's 15% of wealth of United States today. That's the true power of compounding. Moving from here, let's understand whether Einstein's principle of compounding is applicable only for money. Einstein believed that this universal law extends across all areas of life. It is not just about bank accounts. It's about tiny consistent actions adding up to produce massive results across all dimensions in life. Think of trust in your relationships like that original $24 investment. Every time you have a 5-minute meaningful conversation with someone, it's like adding a dollar in the pot. Small gestures over a long period of time produces the compounding effect to create strong, lasting relationships. Now let's move to another example. Sarah began a Thank You Thursday ritual wherein she sent gratitude messages to 3 different people each week. This led to 144 stronger relationships over a year. And in 3 years, this led to multiple job offers, finding a business partner, and even her finding a spouse. That's the power of compounded connections. Consistency might sound boring, but that's the foundation of compounding. American basketball player Kobe Bryant understood this. He didn't go shoot hoops once in a while. He shot over 1,000 baskets each day. That's how these small actions compound into greatness. The same principles apply to our health as well. Make 1% improvement every day, like that one extra push up, eating a little bit healthier, and increasing the weight steadily and gradually. Over time, these tiny improvements make a healthier and a more energetic you. Imagine two friends, Sam and Jack. Sam eats a 200-calorie dessert daily while Jack skips it. 3 years later, Sam has bulked up while Jack is healthier, lost weight, and fitter. Remember, tiny changes lead to significant differences. From here, now let's move on to the lottery mentality. This is one pitfall to avoid, which is the lottery mentality. People believe that in life, one big win will change everything for good. But research shows that 70% of the lottery winners go broke because they do not follow the simple steps. Remember that compounding is the tortoise, not the hare. Moving on from here, Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire overnight. He built his fortune bit by bit, year after year, from the age 11. He earned most of his fortune only after he turned 60. Remember, compounding isn't about speed, it's about the right direction and consistency. If this sounds good so far, tap that like button because it's a tiny action that will compound into great content for you over long term. Here's where it gets really exciting. Like that original $24 investment in Manhattan, compounding in money, health, and relationships multiply exponentially. Better health leads to stronger relationships, better thinking, and better financial decisions. It's an incredible feedback loop. Here's a simple challenge for all of you to maximize compounding in your life. Number one, money. Start with just $500. Invest it today and commit to adding 10% more each year. Use the rule of 72 to watch it grow. Number two, relationships. The 5-minute compound. Have one meaningful 5-minute connection with someone each day. Watch your relationships strengthen and network grow. Number three, health. Start with a 1% improvement daily, whether it's an extra push up or going to bed earlier. Track the transformation. Leaving you with a powerful thought. If you invest just $5,000 once at the age of 18, and if it grows consistently at 15% year on year, at the age of 68, it turns into $5 million. That's the power of compounding. Compounding is a critical element no matter what your calling in life is. Compounding can work both ways. If you work in the right direction and on effective habits, they will work in your interest. If you procrastinate and work in the wrong directions and on ineffective habits, they will harm you. So, which way will compounding work for you? The choice is yours. Start your compounding effect today. Your future self will thank you. I'll be back again soon. Until then, this is Kishore signing off.